Toledo, Ohio is betting on the blue economy to bring life back to its downtown. The city has struggled to attract commercial and residential development to its urban center for more than 40 years. Now, Toledo may be on track to reviving its downtown, and the key element is water.
We are a city that has a river running through it. And so water going through a community, in my mind, depicts life. The opportunity for growth, the opportunity for diversity.
Diversity means going beyond commercial and industrial development on the riverfront. An example of Toledo's efforts to diversify is the National Museum of the Great Lakes.
Our mission at the National Museum of the Great Lakes is to elevate an appreciation of Great Lakes history as part of our national story.
An important part of the story of the Great Lakes is the role they played in growth and expansion of our nation's economy.
The Industrial Revolution, which is probably the most important event in American economic history, is not possible without the mineral resources found on the Great Lakes, whether they be iron ore, copper, coal, stone. All of those things make the Industrial Revolution happen only if you can transport them cost-effectively and efficiently. The Great Lakes Waterway, a 2,000-mile superhighway in the 19th century, makes that happen.
Visitors to the museum can experience history firsthand by touring the James N. Schoonmaker, a huge cargo ship docked just outside the museum.
When it was built, at the same time the Titanic was being built, it was the largest bulk carrier in the world.
The ability to use the ship as a floating exhibit is one of the reasons the museum relocated to Toledo. The city moved the ship to its present location, giving the museum a chance to tell the story of the Great Lakes on a grand scale. The Schoonmaker wasn't the only incentive that brought the museum to the city.
Toledo came forward and gave us a newly built building and appropriated money from the state of Ohio towards the development of the site. We opened in 2014 with the museum ship as our largest artifact right at the back door.
The National Museum of the Great Lakes is located in Toledo's Marina District. Originally slated for development as a mixed-use commercial and residential area, many felt the Marina District would never be developed. The city of Toledo risked losing almost $5 million in funding that had been earmarked for the site.
But because no development had taken place on that, those funds were originally going to be reabsorbed by the state of Ohio. The city advocated on our behalf, and those funds were actually reallocated to this project. When museums open, they have a honeymoon period. Of course, most organizations do. And in the first year that we were open, we had about 25,000 people who came through. Normally, with museums, they see a decline after the first year because that honeymoon period is over. We did not see that decline. In fact, we've seen an increase.
That increase in attendance is a signal to the city that the Marina District may be ready for further development. Plans are in the works for a nearby park and possibly commercial development. The National Museum of the Great Lakes is dedicated to the past, but it has a role to play in Toledo's future.
Part of what we're trying to do is bring life back to that river. We always are at the table figuring out what the city has that we can offer to encourage development. And the more development we can encourage along the river, we feel the better and the quicker that museum grows.
For more on the Great Lakes and the blue economy, please visit greatlakesnow.org.